High Five is brought to you by Optimist Clubs of the Pacific Northwest, responding to the needs of our local community's youth, working directly with schools to enhance education. Optimist Clubs, bringing out the best in kids. Funding for the High Five Challenge also comes from Oberto Sausage Company, family-owned and operated for over 88 years. Oberto Sausage Company continues to deliver authentic meat snacks. Oberto is proud to support programs that recognize and reward today's academic achievers and tomorrow's leaders. And by Oregon Partnership, engaging the imagination of our teens and enlisting their support in the fight against substance abuse. Additional funding for the High Five Challenge also comes from these generous contributors. Easy Street Online Services, Richard Herrera About Hair, the International Tree Club, and Chipotle Mexican Grill. Thank you.
Get ready to test your wits. It's time for the High Five Challenge, a weekly TV game show featuring some of the best and brightest high school teams from throughout the Pacific Northwest. And now, here's your host for High Five, Wayne Falagowski.
Thank you, Bill Diaz. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us here today on another edition of the High Five Challenge. Today we have two teams that are separated by the Columbia River. One's on Oregon and one's on Washington side. Let's meet them. First, off to my right, from the Washington side, let's hear it for the Fort Vancouver Trappers. There they are. Good-looking team there. Welcome aboard. And off to my left, from Reynolds High School in Troutdale, Oregon, let's hear it for the Raiders. There they are, the Raiders. All right, let's find our first 5 categories. We'll have South Africa, C in Geography, Reality TV, Potpourri, and First Aid. Let's find the first. All right, we're going to start off with Reality TV. Good luck to both teams, and we will start with a 20-point question. On Season 3 of this ABC reality series, Jerry Springer shows he's not only good at ducking flying chairs, he's also light on his feet.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Dancing with the Stars?
That's correct, Dancing with the Stars. Very good. And Reynolds is on the board. For 10 points, Survivor Cook Islands on CBS marks the 11th, 12th, 13th, or 14th location contestants have lied, backstabbed, cheated, and connived, hoping to win the $1 million. That is the 13th edition. For 40 points, after 5 seasons on The Apprentice, this 36-year-old icy blonde also heard the dreaded words, "You're fired." Nobody watches that show, huh? Carolyn Kepscher. For 10 points, 34-year-old Prince Lorenzo Borgi is surrounded by 25 beauties on this ABC reality hit.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The Bachelor?
The Bachelor, very good. Lucky guy. For 20 points, Wayne Brady hosts this reality series on Fox. Can you say butcher? That means they butcher some of the songs. It's celebrity duets. Let's go to another category. Okay, it's South Africa. For 40 points. Dutch settlers in South Africa resented the incursion of the British and fought them and lost in this war from 1899 to 1902.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The Boer Wars?
That's correct, Boer War. For 10 points. South Africa's former policy of severely limiting the rights of non-whites was called this.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Apartheid?
Apartheid is correct. Very good. For 20 points. This bishop won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1984 for his efforts to end apartheid. That was Desmond Tutu. For 20 points. In 1990, this black nationalist leader was freed after more than 27 years in prison, and in 1994 became South Africa's first popularly elected president.
Reynolds.
Okay, Jared.
Nelson Mandela.
Mandela is correct. Very good. And for 10 points. This city, the legislative capital, is also South Africa's largest, with nearly 3 million people.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Johannesburg.
That is incorrect, Reynolds. Okay, Fort, 3 seconds. That is Cape Town, South Africa. All right. We have 3 more categories, but first we're going to meet the team from Reynolds. Bill Diaz, come on down here, or come on up here, or come alongside
Whatever.
here. And here you go, and let's talk to the kids from Reynolds.
All right, Wayne. And we're here with Brittany. Brittany, what's your full name?
Brittany Burgo.
And I understand you have some talents, huh?
Yeah, I play the violin, and right now I'm playing in our pit orchestra for our school's musical, Les Miserables.
Fantastic. And Kendrick, give us your full name, please.
Kendrick Daniel.
And Reynolds has a lot of different programs at the school. One of them's construction.
Yeah, I was in the construction program last year and this year, and I got to take part in building the house that sold last year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's a good skill to know how to do. And Peter, I understand you're pretty athletic. Well, first of all, what's your full name?
Peter Larson.
And what sports do you like to play?
I'm on the rugby team at Reynolds. It's our first year last year. So.
Okay. Have you had a good season so far?
We were 1-7, so
Well,
not very good. But
You're
it was
out
our
there
first
playing.
year.
That's the key thing.
Yes.
And Jared, give us your full name.
Jared Runyon.
Right. And what sport do you like to do?
I actually enjoy spelunking. It's pretty much cave diving. It's kind of like just, I like going to Eastern Oregon, and we go down in like the diamond craters there, and we pretty much crawl around with some safety equipment on, and spend like the day down there. It's pretty fun.
Great. And Mark, give us your full name.
Mark Eam.
Do you sometimes join him on those trips?
Yes. Fortunately, one time I got stuck in one of the caves, and it wasn't that fun. We were crawling down, and I couldn't fit in through one of the holes. I don't know how that's possible since I'm kind of skinny, but.
But you're back with us now.
Yeah,
That's what counts.
I suppose so. Would it be better if I wasn't here?
I don't know. I think you're doing a good job. We're with Ariana. Ariana, what's your full name?
Ariana Alibaba E.
Okay. And you have a passion for a certain character?
Yes, Henry VIII.
All right. And Galen, give us your full name.
My name is Galen Schultz.
And you have a claim to fame right now.
Yeah, I'm playing Javert in Les Mis, our school's production of Les Mis.
Fantastic. A great group of kids from Reynolds, and thank you very much. And Wayne, back to you.
Thank you, Bill. Here's a great group of kids. All right, let's find another category. All right, we'll have first aid for 10 points. Do this immediately if someone stops breathing, is bleeding severely, or has been poisoned. Okay, Christina.
CPR.
Say it again.
CPR.
That is incorrect, Fort. Okay, Reynolds, 3 seconds. Okay, Jared.
Call emergency services or 911.
That's correct. Call 911. For 20 points. If a person has been bitten on the foot by a rattlesnake, you should keep the foot higher than, lower than, or on the same level as the heart.
Reynolds.
Okay, Jared.
I believe you keep it lower than the heart.
Lower is correct. Yes, very good. For 10 points. A conscious person who is choking should be given this abdominal thrust, commonly known as this.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The Heimlich maneuver.
Heimlich maneuver. Very good. It really does work. For 40 points. A person who is suffering from this condition should be gradually warmed and given warm liquids.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Hypothermia.
Very good. Hypothermia. And for 20 points. If a limb is severed, care for the victim first and then do this.
Reynolds.
Uh,
Okay, Jared.
Give Tan a tourniquet.
That is incorrect. Okay, Reynolds. 3 seconds for Fort Vancouver. Okay, Ivan.
Call 911.
That's also incorrect. You protect the limb for possible reattachment. Let's go to another category. Okay, it's potpourri. For 10 points. This country is called Bharat in Hindi. That is in India. For 20 points. The most frequent setting of John Steinbeck novels is this U.S. state.
Fort Vancouver.
Okay, Nikki.
California.
You got it. California, here I come. For 10 points. In the game of Monopoly, one of the railroad properties is the B&O. The initials stand for this. You always thought it was just the old B&O, but it is Baltimore and the Ohio. For 40 points. 2, 3, 4, or 5 people were executed for Abraham Lincoln's assassination. That's a fact I never knew. 4, by the way. For 20 points. Between a frog and a toad, this one moves faster. Nobody's going to guess on that one? Well, it was a frog. All right, let's go to another category. Geography, or C in geography. Had a 50-50 chance on that one. I probably would have said toad. For 20 points. A former colony of New Zealand, these islands in the South Pacific became self-governing in 1965. Okay,
Reynolds.
Kendrick.
The Cook Islands.
Cook Islands is correct. Very good for 20 points. For 10 points, C in geography. This river flows for 1,450 miles, part of it through the Grand Canyon, before emptying into the Gulf of California.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The Colorado.
Colorado, very good. For 40 points in C in geography. In mythology, this Greek island in the eastern Mediterranean was the home of the Minotaur, a monster who was half man and half bull.
Fort Vancouver.
Hey, Nikki.
The Crete Island.
Very good. Crete Island, very good. For 20 points. This ancient city and state was located on the coast of North Africa near modern Tunis.
Reynolds.
Okay, Kendrick.
Carthage.
Carthage is correct. Very good. 2 good teams going. For 10 points. This city in western Morocco gave its name to what many consider the greatest movie of all time.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Casablanca.
Casablanca, yes, a real classic. Okay, it's break time. When we come back, we have 5 more categories. We have a nice message to watch. SAVE, Students Achieving Video Excellence. High schools throughout Oregon and Washington are invited to submit script ideas for the SAVE campaign, tackling tough issues such as drug abuse, bullying, suicide, and other topics affecting today's teens. A professional photographer and field producer will then be assigned to assist students to produce video messages for television. This from students at Newburgh High.
Do you want to lose weight fast and have all your hair and teeth fall out? If so, methamphetamine could be right for you.
Shooting meth has really improved my self-esteem.
My teeth draw tons of attention.
I get so much done in such little time.
And I've met all kinds of interesting people.
You'll be amazed at what meth can do for you. Meth is not for everyone. Symptoms may include paranoia, hallucinations, loss of sex appeal, skin irritations, loss of brain cells.
SAVE, Students Achieving Video Excellence. Coming soon to your school.
In high schools today, kids are all about their labels.
Not the labels on their jeans or their shoes.
It's the labels that kids are sticking on each other.
What a crappy day.
Some are meant to be jokes, some are meant to be hurtful.
But they all start with judging a person from their appearance.
Or their interests. Or made-up rumors.
Labels aren't good for anyone.
And no one is immune.
Labels block your view of a person.
They create barriers and lies that keep kids from making new friends.
Oh, here, let me help you.
It only takes one small act of kindness to look beyond the label
And see the real person. So don't be afraid to talk to someone because of a label.
Labels lie. Stick to the truth.
See the person beyond the label. You might be surprised.
Welcome back to the High Five Challenge. During the break, we had a challenge to one of the questions under first aid. We had a 20-point question that read, if a limb is severed, care for the victim first and then do this. We had the answer down as protect the limb. Ivan rang in for Fort Vancouver and said, call 911. We've determined that that's just as important or even more important, so we gave them the 20 points back. Now, Bill Diaz, let's meet the Fort Vancouver Trappers.
All right. And we're starting with Ivan. Ivan, what's your full name?
My name is Ivan Biley.
Okay, and you have an interesting story to tell. You've been in America for how long?
For 3.5 years.
Where'd you come from?
From Ukraine.
Great, and you picked a nice city to settle in, a beautiful place,
Yes.
Vancouver. You like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's a great town. And Nikki, give me your full name, please.
Nicole Marino.
And when you get out of high school and college, you have aspirations to do something with your life?
I want to be an author.
Mm-hmm. What kind of books do you think you'd like to write?
Fantasy, fiction.
Very good, very good. And we're here with Tiana. And what is your full name?
Tatiana Klimova.
Great. And now you have an interesting kind of claim to fame. What is that?
I love spicy food.
I'm with you on that one. And you live in a good part of the country because there's plenty of spicy food restaurants here.
Definitely.
All right. And Christina, your full name, please.
Christina Figueroa.
And let me see here. It says that you like all forms of art and you're hoping to pursue photography. What kind of pictures do you like to take?
Macro mainly, which is like detail, close-ups.
Close-ups and things. That's very interesting. And where would you study that? Do you know?
Brooks Institute of Photography in California.
Good. So you've got a pretty firm goal.
Yeah.
And then Krista, what is your full name?
Krista Bacon.
And it says here, I thought I was going to meet Ted Kulingowski. Instead, you met Wayne Falagowski. What do you like to do with your spare time?
I like to watch movies.
Oh, great. Well, that's fantastic. Well, welcome here. Enjoy the show, and good luck. And Wayne, back to you.
Thank you, Bill. Good job there. All right. While Bill's running back to his perch, let's find the next 5 categories. And he literally has to run all the way around. Okay, we'll have short sports terms, poetic occupations, trivia, our mystery category, and the Kennedy years. Let's find the first. Okay, we'll have the Kennedy years. For 10 points. John F. Kennedy's election to the presidency in 1960 was unprecedented in 2 ways. Name one of them. He was the youngest ever elected, and he was the first Catholic. For 20 points, the Kennedy years. JFK appointed his brother Robert to this cabinet position. He was the Attorney General. For 20 points, the new Kennedy administration suffered a setback when an invasion force of anti-Castro Cubans backed by the U.S. failed to establish a beachhead at this location in Cuba.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Bay of Pigs.
Bay of Pigs is correct. Very good. For 40 points, this was the name of the Chief Justice who chaired the commission that concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald was Kennedy's sole assassin.
Fort Vancouver.
Okay, Ivan.
I don't have...
Okay, Reynolds, 3 seconds. That was Earl Warren, the Warren Commission. For 10 points. Kennedy's widow, Jacqueline, later married this Greek shipping tycoon. She married Aristotle Onassis, a billionaire. Let's go to another category. Okay, lighten it up with trivia for 20 points. In the comic strip Dennis the Menace, this is the name of his dog.
Fort Vancouver.
Okay, Nikki. Okay, Reynolds, 3 seconds. It's Ruff. Ruff the dog. For 10 points. This desert has the highest sand dunes.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The Sahara?
That's correct, the Sahara Desert. The biggest desert, too. For 40 points. In the movie classic The Hustler, Jackie Gleason stars as this overweight Midwestern pool shark. He played the role of Minnesota Fats. For 10 points. This building, site of many King Kong movies, sits on the grounds of New York City's old Waldorf Astoria Hotel.
Reynolds.
Okay, Kendrick.
The Empire State Building?
That's correct, the Empire State Building. For 20 points. If you're into sailing, you would know that a sloop has this many masts. Apparently they're not into sailing. It is 1. Let's go to another category. All right, it's short sports terms. Must be short answers. For 10 points. The basketball goes through it, but the volleyball goes over it.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
A net?
A net, yes. Very good. Can't get much shorter than that. For 20 points. A golf ball is driven from it, and a football is kicked off it.
Steele, Reynolds.
Okay, Ariana.
A tee.
A tee is correct. Very good. For 40 points. You knock this down with a bowling ball, but it marks the hole in golf.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Flag.
That is incorrect, Reynolds. Okay, Fort Vancouver, 3 seconds. Okay, Nikki.
A pin.
A pin is correct, yes. Bowling ball, the bowling pin. For 20 points. In the pole vault, you clear it. In gymnastics, it's one of the two uneven parallel ones.
Reynolds.
Okay, Brittany.
Bars.
Bar, very good. For 10 points. It's what you do in a sprint or a marathon, and it's worth 1 point in baseball.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
A run?
A run is correct, yes. Okay, let's go to another category. Poetic occupations. For 20 points, the title character of Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, had this occupation.
Reynolds.
Okay, Kendrick.
Silversmith.
Very good, silversmith. For 10 points. This title hero of a poem by Alfred Noyes loved Bess, the landlord's daughter. That is The Highwayman. For 20 points. Robert Browning wrote about this rat exterminator. That was the Pied Piper. For 40 points. Robert Frost's poem, The Death of This Person, is about a certain farm employee.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
Salesman?
That is incorrect, Reynolds. Okay, Fort, 3 seconds. That is a hired man. And for 10 points. Whitman's poem about the death of Lincoln referred to the fallen president metaphorically as this member of a ship's crew.
Fort Vancouver.
Okay, Nikki.
The captain.
Captain is correct. Very good. All right, now we have our mystery category. But before we go there, let's go over and meet the coaches. Okay, we have Phyllis Sprague. Welcome aboard. Phyllis, now you've been doing, I've seen your name many years, and I've seen you many years. How long have you been doing this?
Probably over maybe 15 years or so.
Well, we've been on, this is our 14th season, so you must have been doing it ever since the start.
Since the start.
What keeps you going?
The enthusiasm of the students and their dedication and the knowledge that they have is awesome.
Now, how do you get these kids together, and how do you get them to study and concentrate for something like this?
They kind of do it on their own, but we have practices once a week, and they talk to each other, and they're friends with each other, which helps too.
Okay, now what do you teach over at Fort?
I teach French and Spanish.
Is French a very popular language in high schools today?
Not as much as Spanish. Spanish is a little bit more popular than the French language.
But French is a very beautiful language.
Oui, c'est vrai.
Okay, yep, very good. I don't know what you said, but it sounded great. Okay, Bill?
Wayne, thank you. We're here with the coach from Reynolds, and I understand that the regular coach couldn't be here tonight?
That is correct.
And what is your name, sir?
My name's Rod Fobert.
Okay, and what's the regular coach's name?
Tom Beeman.
Okay, and tell us a little about Reynolds. What kind of a school is it? Is it a good school?
Well, it's a great school, along with Coach Beeman. Very proud of our kids here, and but it is a very large school, one of the largest in Oregon.
What do you teach there?
I teach English, and Coach Beeman teaches social studies.
And how do you get some of the team members to come out like this?
Well, we just kind of put the word out and let the kids come and try out. We have a few rounds of quizzing and find out who makes the cut.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. And Wayne, back over to you.
Thank you, Bill. All right, good job there. Let's find that a good old mystery category. All right, we'll have ancient times, and all point values are doubled from here on in. We'll start off with a 40-point question. This is the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still standing.
Reynolds.
Okay, Peter.
The pyramids?
The pyramids is correct. The Great Pyramid, to be exact. Very good. For 20 points. This age followed the Bronze Age.
Reynolds.
Okay, Galen.
The Iron Age?
That is correct, the Iron Age. Very good. For 20 points. This Egyptian sovereign married 2 of her brothers.
It was Steele.
Steele
Reynolds.
by Ariana. Okay, come around, talk it over with your teammates there real quick. Okay, time is up.
Cleopatra.
Very good. Cleopatra. For 80 points. This was the last ruler in the Egyptian dynasty of the Ptolemies. That was Cleopatra. And for 40 points. This fortress was built by William the Conqueror to protect London.
Fort Vancouver.
Okay, Nikki.
The Tower of London.
You got it for 40 points. Very good. Okay. Fort, you ended up with 2,100 points. And Reynolds, 2,330. Today's winner, the team from Reynolds. Great job there, the Raiders. Thanks for joining us here on the High Five Challenge. We'll see you next week. So long, and God bless our kids. Go over there and shake that hand.
Visit the coast of Rhode Island and the Rose Island Lighthouse for a treasure trove of naval collectibles on Antiques Roadshow. Tonight at 7 here on OPB.
Funding for High Five has been provided by Optimus Clubs of the Pacific Northwest. A positive approach, a upbeat outlook by providing hope and positive vision. Optimus brings out the best in kids. Funding for the High Five Challenge also comes from Oberto Sausage Company, family owned and operated for over 88 years. Oberto Sausage Company continues to deliver authentic meat snacks. Oberto is proud to support programs that recognize and reward today's academic achievers and tomorrow's leaders. By Victor's European Meat Market, more than 40 varieties of fresh and smoked meats, including Polish sausage, Black Forest ham, and naturally smoked jerky. Old World Recipes, located in the Tigard Shopping Center. Additional funding also comes from Portland Spirit, Hollywood Video, Mount Hood Community College, and Clackamas Community College. Thank you.